Yeah, I'd like to get, if possible, have a wellness check done on my daughter. She flew in from California Sunday night. She got in about 1, and it was the last time I've heard from her, and I've been trying to get a hold of her all week. And her phone just tends to go to voicemail. I was just wondering if I could have somebody maybe go by her house and check on her.
Okay, what is the address?
Let me get that for you. Hold on a second.
Meeting people online and even developing close friendships and relationships with them is more than commonplace in our day and age than ever before in history. You can have friends in California, Japan, India, and South Africa, all while sitting at your computer screen in New York. What's even more is some of these friendships and relationships grow to such an extent that those who meet online will eventually meet up in person and continue their friendship that way. It is relatively normal and accepted. This wasn't always the case, however. There was a time where the public, and parents in particular, were much more skeptical of the ease at which their kids could meet someone online, and for good reason.
Brutal murder that began with what seemed an innocent computer chat.
He really tricked you into believing, he was 17.
Now the friends of a young honor student killed by a cyber predator reveal how the murderer got to her.
Kacie Woody was a 13-year-old girl who met a man online claiming to be a 17-year-old boy. That supposed 17-year-old boy was actually 47-year-old David Fuller, who tragically took Kacie's life after stalking and kidnapping her. That case and cases like it ushered in a time period of extreme internet skepticism.
Hey Jen, how's it going?
Hi Mark. Good.
Parents are out of town, having a party. Be cool to finally meet you.
You could bring a friend if you want.
When? Where?
Friday at 8, 5100 Brunson Drive.
Cool. See ya.
See you.
Lisa and Tommy started chatting online about 2 months ago. They really hit it off. They had so much in common and shared a lot when they chatted. Tommy took such an interest in Lisa that when he asked her if they could finally meet, she didn't say no. There's just one thing Tommy didn't share with her. He was an internet predator. Don't give out personal information online and never ever meet someone offline.
Every MySpace profile was a potential killer. Every AIM instant messenger chat room was full of potential predators. And you never met anyone you talked to online in person. But with the meteoric rise of social media and social media outlets, the inherent fear of meeting people online began to dissipate. Things became more documented, less anonymous, and more accessible. People developed online footprints and social media histories. Vetting people that you meet online became easier and easier, and in general, as a society, it made people more trusting of the person at the other end of the screen, which led to the development and rise of another industry, online dating. Meeting people online who, based on things on their profile like their picture, their interests, or simply their location, a person would pursue a romantic or sexual relationship with.
I was skeptical about anything that was on an internet.
With eHarmony, they bring the matches to you.
When you're answering those questions, you're thinking about who and what you really are.
This isn't about looking through 1,000 pictures to see who you're attracted to.
They have your profile, they have somebody else's profile, and they match you.
At eHarmony, we use a scientific system to help you find someone who's looking for someone like you.
We're a real couple. We have our off days, but for the first time, I've found someone that I'm able to communicate with.
Dating sites give you a picture and a paragraph. At eHarmony, we match you based on who you are at the very deepest levels.
There are quite literally dozens of these websites, each with their own efficacy, targeted demographic, and trustworthiness. Tinder is made for fairly quick matches in your area with a swipe feature allowing you to quickly dismiss who you want and who you don't. eHarmony prides themselves in doing more scientific pairing based on personality, likes, and dislikes, and is typically for those looking for a long-term relationship or even a marriage mate. There's even Christian Mingle, which allows people to match up with other people based on their religious beliefs. There are countless dating websites and apps that each have their own particular niche, and one of those, the one that will come into play in this case we are discussing today, is called Seeking Arrangement. Seeking Arrangement, now renamed to just Seeking, is a dating website that is primarily targeted for women who are looking to be pampered by wealthy men on a potentially expensive or elaborate date. This was the website that 23-year-old Mackenzie Leuck was registered to when she flew back to Salt Lake City, Utah from California, where she had attended her grandmother's funeral. This case emphasizes one eerie fact about online dating and online relationships in general. No matter how much you chat, no matter how many pictures you see, how much vetting you do, you never truly know the person you're talking to on the other side of the screen. And sometimes, in very unfortunate circumstances, you could be talking to a monster. Mackenzie Leuck was a 23-year-old college student attending the University of Utah for kinesiology and nursing. In June of 2019, Leuck flew to California to be with her family for her grandmother's funeral, with a return flight back to Salt Lake City on June 17th. After landing at around 1 a.m., Leuck texted her parents that she had made it back to Utah safely. As far as her parents knew, she then went home. Between Monday, June 17th and Thursday, June 20th, family and friends of Mackenzie Leuck discovered that she had missed her exam at university. In addition, she had not contacted any of them in quite a few days, including her parents. On June 20th, Leuck was officially reported missing to the SLCPD.
Yeah, I'd like to get, if possible, have a wellness check done on my daughter. She flew in from California Sunday night. She got in about 1, and it was the last time I've heard from her, and I've been trying to get a hold of her all week. And her phone just tends to go to voicemail. I was just wondering if I could have somebody maybe go by her house and check on her.
Okay, what is the address?
Let me get that for you. Hold on a second.
On June 23rd, Leuck missed a flight that she had booked to return to California. At this point, police still didn't find any evidence to suggest there was foul play involved in Leuck's disappearance. On Monday, June 24th, the police began looking through Leuck's social media activity, which led them to this man. 31-year-old Ayoola Ajays, who Leuck's phone showed she had been recently chatting with.
Oh, crap. I thought your phones are for ladies. So, I have security camera in front of the house, and then I have one inside the house. So I go through the old video camera. Actually, so that's my baby. Remember, she was with me on that day. Okay. So according to the video, she was with me. So we were gone, and that was June 16th.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to bring the whole hard drive of the old security camera, but my lawyer told me that because you mentioned that the IP and everything, that I should hold back.
Okay.
And she asked me to be careful what I share with you, because then she said, and it doesn't make sense for my IP to be showing.
Okay. Well, let me just go through this. You called me afterwards and you showed me some screenshots of your phone, right?
Yes.
You're here. You said you wanted to come down and show us some stuff and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so we didn't call you down here. You're not under arrest. You're not being detained. You can leave anytime you want to, okay?
It just doesn't make sense. I want to get to the root of it,
sure.
too.
Yeah.
Because when you said my IP is showing,
right.
That means something is wrong.
Okay, so you're still willing to talk to us and show us this thing is right?
I only want to share two things with you.
Okay.
So that is that seeking arrangement. So if you see, some of them are even in Seattle. And some of them, so it's like, even some of them are in Philippines. So I have PTSD and anxiety. I just need to talk to someone whenever I'm alone and I'm freaking out.
So this is the seeking arrangement website?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and I go through the whole everything. I can't see anyone that matched that profile and that matched that picture. I put it up on KUTV just like you put it up for me. I check all of them.
Okay.
But if you see, you can see most of them are in Seattle, Ogden, everywhere around the world.
Okay.
So I never even try to meet them. I just need someone to talk to whenever I'm freaking out, so to calm down. So even some of them are in Washington, D.C. And one in Logan. So all of them, all we just do is to talk. And if I met her from there, I'm positive that I probably don't want to meet her because all this is not revealed to my baby mama, and I don't want her to know about it. So I never meet any of them.
Okay.
And the other thing is the seeking arrangement. There are multiple of them. Let me log into the web.
Does it show you like a registration? Like when you register, it'll tell you, like they assign you an ID number or anything like that?
You choose, and people change it a lot. And some people just put their phone number as the username. And so that, because you have to pay for the site to actually use it, so some people don't want to pay, so they just put their phone number as the username. So instead of me reaching out to people and paying for it, I just put my phone number there in the description, so I don't have to pay for it because it's like $100 a month.
Okay, but when you register for that site, like if you register for Facebook,
yes,
you have to put down an email address, that type of stuff.
Yes.
So did they require the same thing?
Yes, but that doesn't mean it's a real number. They never verified it. So most people, like there's a lot of scam people there.
Sure.
Even most of them don't even share their personal information. And if I don't know how if she is on it, because I'm just guessing, because when I say seeking arrangement, she liked it. So I'm pretty sure she's on it too, but if she's on it, I don't think she will share her personal information, but I don't know, some people share it anyway.
At this point, Ajay and the interrogators are simply talking about how the Seeking Arrangements app works, how it functions, what information is required to sign up, and how an interested party would contact someone in order to meet up. Thus far, Leuck has not been directly brought up. Ajay is taking this opportunity to establish an alibi for himself. He has already stated, and will state again, how he is with his baby mama the night Leuck went missing. And although he will be forced to acknowledge communicating with Leuck due to messaging records, he will deny ever having seen her that evening.
So why is homicide reaching out? Why not like?
We do missing persons as well.
Okay.
It's not just homicide, we do missing people too.
Because that's scary. Homicide is looking for someone. That's why I was freaking out and I started logging into everything. I even downloaded the whole security camera. And I was going to bring it here just to prove that I was under the camera the whole time. Yeah, I have a security camera in my living room. So, and when I view it, I was there the whole time that night. And then, just like I just showed you the date, my baby mama was with me, and she's pregnant. So that's my phone number. I just need someone to talk to. So when I put it right there, people just started messaging you. And then they will tell you like, hey, we are willing to talk to you and listen to you, but this is what we will charge you. Okay. So all I just need there.
But through this app, can you call someone through the app?
Yes, you can put your phone number there and call someone. So most people that
how would you do that?
So I don't put it there. You see how it says attentive seeking? That's what I put there. But normally when you view other people's phone number, it will show verified. So right now I'm not verification. You can see all those options is grayed out. So I didn't verify any of it. But that's the messaging. The last icon that's messaging. This one that looks like a person that's to call. So you can actually call someone from there. And it won't reveal your actual phone number. It will just generate a random phone number for you to use.
It does give you a random phone number?
Yes. So most of the people there that I reach out to, it will say, it will mention like a name of an app that is using like a phone app, like a text messaging app. So to just say this is something, leave a voice message if they don't answer. So that's why I'm thinking that it's not the real number.
But they don't assign you
I have a username.
an ID number or anything?
So, yeah, they don't. I think I closed my own username. That's why it's asking me to choose a username. So I haven't used it in a while. The last messages that I sent was like 2 months ago. You can see send upgrade to read. I haven't used it in a while. Because once I know that I'm going to be a dad, so I just thought I should stay off everything.
Right.
But so the top one, that is the most recent one. So I message her. And then most of them, most of my messages are 2 months ago. So, but now most of them don't reach out back, so they are just reaching out back, but I haven't used it in a while. So that's why it won't let me read the message until I pay.
Right.
So
what I'm getting, once you join, like if you join Facebook, say your name is Bob Bingo, it'll give you an ID number after that.
No, this one asks you to choose. So once you upgrade and people want to reach out to you, it will ask you to choose what username you want to use.
Right.
You by yourself.
Right, but you'll choose a name, but that app or like Facebook will assign you a number.
No, this one doesn't.
It doesn't.
I've never used it on the web. What I can do, I can check it on my computer and see if it's assigned it.
Okay.
But I've never used it on the computer. I use it on the app because my baby mama used my computer, so I kind of put it on the app. And she's always with me most of the time. Only when she's not with me that I use this app.
You'll notice a great deal of over-explaining of the functions of the app here by Ajay. There are a few potential reasons for this. Number one, it's fairly obvious that for many people who are under a great deal of stress, as one would be in an interrogation room, or perhaps feeling a significant amount of pressure or guilt, they will try to over-explain in an attempt to almost bury the actual topic of the conversation with their words. The other and more likely pattern of thought here, though, is that Ajay is using his knowledge of the app to try and distance himself from Leuck. He feels like he knows more about the functionality of the app than the police do, so he can manipulate his description of the app's functions in a way that makes it look like he wasn't involved and didn't really have contact with Leuck other than what he mentioned. The interrogators have a little more evidence than can be refuted by Ajay at the moment, and now they're about to bring it to his attention.
Okay. So you're still saying that that's the only text, that's the only messages you got from her, right?
That I can remember. So, but for her to just send me a question mark, so there's a possibility that I've talked to her in the past. So, like, if I show you some of the messages, you will see that some people I reached out to them like 2 years ago, and then they just randomly just message me. So there's a possibility that if I go back 2 years, I can reach out to my phone plan and then go back to like 2 years ago and back to that's when I signed up. And
see all these dates right here, the 17th, all these dates and times, the 16th when I told you, and when you told me it's 6:12, all these messages are messaging her phone from your Wi-Fi, from your IP.
Really?
That's why we're coming to talk to you. We didn't just pick you out of from a phone book, you know.
Yeah, that's why I was freaking out. I started logging into everything. It's like, I need to start gathering information. I even called my lawyer already. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I even download the whole video camera that showed me in the living room all the night.
He will offer to show the security camera footage from the night Leuck went missing to the police, and they will call out some discrepancies regarding the timestamps in his footage. It was later discovered that Ajay had turned off his security camera on the night of June 17th. You'll also notice that Ajay seems to know the exact points the officers will confront him on, and attempts to get ahead of it before an accusation is even being leveled. An innocent subject would most likely not even anticipate what details they would have to be concerned about until police brought it up, when a guilty subject would know exactly the holes in their narrative and try to explain them away as soon as possible in order to make themselves seem more innocent.
The only thing that you will just see is me just freaking out, just walking around in a circle. Because that's when I need to talk to someone just to calm down.
Okay. You downloaded that?
On the video?
On that. You said you downloaded.
Yes.
And I was between From the 17th between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m.?
Yes, so...
Do you have a camera inside your house?
Yes.
Okay. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you did this or you were involved in it at all. I'm just saying that someone at your house or someone was using your IP address, that's all.
Normally, it might be a stretch to say that someone other than the homeowner happened to be using another person's IP address or internet connection in order to communicate with someone who happened to go missing. In Ajays' case, though, it is a little more believable due to the fact that he runs an Airbnb out of his house, with multiple people coming in and out, all sharing the same connection.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
I would like to do that because I'm freaking out already. I have anxiety and I have PTSD, so that's why I've been calling you, like, please let me help if any way I can help. Even my lawyer don't want me to come here right now. So, the last time, here's my front door. I don't know if you remember it. That's my front door. That's the front door camera.
That's daylight. I'm talking about nighttime.
Yeah, so that the last time is a motion sensor. The last time someone get from the come in, it's 9:58, 9:58 p.m. And then it jumps to 6 a.m. in the morning.
Right, but I have the same system. I can delete. I can pause it. You know.
Yeah, but if you pause it, I can give you access to Vivint. I can give you authorization and see if anything is deleted. And I also have the hard drive. I can give the hard drive to you.
Okay.
And if someone deleted it, you'll be able to see like time different, like it just. But what I can do is, you are right. Someone can delete it, but one thing that someone can do is, around that time, you can still view the old video from there. So that's someone delivering Grubhub, just like I told you that I was looking for food. So now let me just, you can still view the old video. So you can still view everything.
So when you sign into that app and it asks for a username, what is your?
My username is just LLLLL, 12 of them. So like a barcode. And I also sent them to support an email. I gave them your email. So what I should have done, I should actually like CC you. I gave them authorization for you to check everything on it. So if you reach out to them, they will give you access. But that would be all I can do because my lawyer asked me not to.
That's fine.
Because she said she doesn't know what's going on for my IP to just randomly pop up.
Well, here's the thing that doesn't make it so random is you were talking to her.
This is what Ajays is sensing as the first direct confrontation of the interview. You'll notice how he immediately mimics the body language of the interrogating officers, sitting back in his chair. Those who study nonverbal communication will often theorize that those who are in a more vulnerable or uncomfortable situation will subconsciously mimic the body language of the individual or individuals in the more authoritative position in order to try to put themselves at the same level to alleviate their discomfort.
Well, here's the thing that doesn't make it so random is you were talking to her. I mean, you messaged her.
She messaged you.
No, she messaged me, and I just showed you my profile.
Well, I know, but
my
you
phone
guys
number
went
is
back
there.
and forth a couple times.
Yeah, like 2 times.
Well, I mean,
And she just stopped responding. So on that website, you can put it there like, you don't want this type of race or this type of gender. So she stopped responding once I sent her my pictures. I thought maybe she just doesn't want my type of race, so I just stopped responding to her.
Right.
Here, Ajays tells investigators that the app allows individuals to filter by things like race and gender. He then tells them that after seeing his picture, she never contacted him again, making him assume that perhaps she didn't want to meet up with someone of his race. If this was really the case, and the app did allow for such filtering, it's reasonable to assume that those parameters would have been set before she even began searching for a match, and she wouldn't have come across his profile at all.
But she actually texted you on your phone number.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's a possibility with Talk in the past. I've been on it for 2 years. I go in and out. And when I check it, there's some people even still message me today that I haven't talked to since last year. And she just messaged me today, like, did you still need someone to talk to? And I said, not today, that I have someone that I'm talking to right now.
So you haven't deleted any text from that number?
No. The only difference is that I upgraded from iPhone 6 to iPhone 10. So I brought it with me.
Which one did you have on the 16th and 17th?
And this one I haven't used it since last year. Even right now it's not even charged because I haven't used it since last year.
So earlier you said we could have to take your phone and download it. Are you still willing to do that or no?
I just need to call my lawyer and see if it's okay. Because I want to help as much as I can.
Sure.
But she's saying that some police just want to pin it on someone that they can pin it on me.
He has already mentioned it countless times, but at this point in the interrogation, Ajays has already gotten himself a lawyer. He is speaking to the police against the advice of that lawyer, most likely because he believed he could outsmart detectives into moving past him as a suspect. But now that more and more holes are being poked into his story, he realizes he needs to consult with his attorney. If you're going to hire a lawyer, knowing you're in hot water and ignore everything they tell you, you might as well represent yourself.
But I have the hard drive in my car. I downloaded the old hard drive that have the old security camera. I even downloaded the whole text and all my text messages from my phone provider. I brought everything with me. But on my way here, she was like, you are going to shoot yourself in the foot.
Well, as I said before, you're not, under arrest. You're free to go at any time you want. But all we're trying to do is find out why or who was using your IP to talk to this female,
Okay.
Mackenzie. So.
Yeah, so on Airbnb.
But if you need to talk to your lawyer, I mean, that's up to you.
I just don't want to be a suspect and then be helping you to get myself arrested.
Oh, it's understandable.
So if I'm not a suspect, but I don't know, please don't tell me if I am, because that will kind of jeopardize the case. I'm just saying what my lawyer tell me.
No, that's
so
fine.
she just said if you are a suspect and you are helping them, you are just going to shoot yourself in the foot. But one thing, I don't know, you say you use the same security. They brought like a router, like their own router, when they install the security.
I'm talking about your phone and the apps on it. I'm not going your video system at your house. I mean, it's important, but not right now.
Okay.
I'm talking about, we take your phone, we hook it up to a machine, and we download the contents of your phone.
Let me get an approval from her first.
Okay. You want to do that now, or you want to do it tomorrow? Give me a call.
I work tomorrow. I work Tuesday to Saturday.
What time do you work?
I work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I can come by this time. If she approves.
I'll be here all day. I get here at 6 a.m. So
if you download a word on it, are you going to download
everything that's on your phone?
So you're just going to mirror out the phone.
Exactly.
So you have access to the app, the browsing history, everything.
See, yes.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm okay with that, but I just need the approval.
That's fine. Give me a call tomorrow morning when you wake up. Let me know what they said.
Okay, and my naked picture is on it too, so that too when
Yeah, I'm used to that stuff, so.
And I'm willing, if you have anything that you need from me, I'm willing to give it to you.
You know, AJ, the only reason, you can understand if this was your sister or something, or your mom, we'd be working just as hard to find her for you, okay? This family is in that same boat. We just want to do everything we can, and just because you've chatted with her, you've texted back and forth twice or however many times, and it's bouncing off your IP address, we just want to cross every avenue, make sure that people aren't involved, people who are staying with you, people might be parked outside of your house using your Wi-Fi. We just want to make sure.
Okay.
Okay, so talk to your attorney. You got my number. Give me a call in the morning.
And another thing is that when people come to my house, my phone is not locked. So that one is also part of it. But on that day, the only person that comes to my house is my baby mama, and she never touched my phone without me because we are not dating anymore. So, and just like I showed you, she came over around 9 p.m.
Right.
and she stayed till late.
Okay. Alright, yeah, give me a holler in the morning and we'll go from there, alright?
If I bring my phone along, will it take so I can plan on...
You bring the phone?
If I come back and I bring my phone, actually, my lawyer's calling me back. She wants to make sure I didn't tell you anything.
So what really happened on the night of June 17th? What happened to Mackenzie Leuck? In June of 2019, Mackenzie Leuck flew to California to be with her family for her grandmother's funeral, with a return flight back to Salt Lake City on June 17th. After landing at around 1 a.m., Leuck texted her parents that she had made it back to Utah safely. However, she did not go home that evening. She used the rideshare app Lyft to get a driver to take her to Hatch Park, where she met the man who she had been messaging with on the online dating app seeking arrangement since 2018. That man was Ayoola Ajays. Surveillance footage from Hatch Park that evening shows a car matching Ajays' black Kia Optima picking up Leuck and driving off. From there, he drove Leuck to his house, where he had already disabled the security cameras. Once inside, Ajays tied Leuck's hands behind her back and began to choke her. She attempted to fight him off, but he moved her onto her stomach and strangled her with a belt from behind until she stopped moving. After this, he most likely hit her on the head with a hard object, as the police report states that Leuck died of blunt force trauma to the head. After murdering Leuck, Ajays threw her belongings in the nearby Jordan River and hid her body in the backyard. The next day, he attempted to burn her remains and later on would bury them off the main road near Logan Canyon. Mackenzie's parents attempted to contact her the days after her disappearance, but the calls kept going to voicemail. After obtaining phone records, police discovered that Leuck's phone had been turned off since 3 a.m. the night of June 17th. Friends and family began to be interviewed regarding Mackenzie's whereabouts. During those interviews, it was revealed that Mackenzie was active on dating apps like Tinder, Seeking Arrangement, and Call Her Daddy. From her AT&T mobile number records, there was one number that was regularly communicating with Leuck right up until her phone powered off on June 17th. That number was using the third-party messaging app TextMe, which was tied to several IP addresses. One of those IP addresses belonged to Ayoola Ajays. On June 26th, just shy of 2 weeks after Leuck's disappearance, police search Ajays' home and bring him in for questioning.
Yeah, they didn't give me the search warrant. I authorized it before. And then when they said the search...
have the search warrant at hand.
Can I borrow your phone then to call my lawyer?
I'm going to give you her phone number right now. You remember her name? When we went that before?
Susanna.
Yep.
Basement. Clear over here. Salt Lake Police, anybody down here? Hello? Salt Lake Police, can you come out, please? Salt Lake Police? Hi. It's the police department. Do you have? Grab your wallet. We have. Okay. So we have some detectives upstairs. Let's walk upstairs. Let's double check that real quick, and then I probably got no issue with that. But let's double check with that. If you want to walk up there with my partner real quick. House clear, just the one Airbnb guy. in the whole place. You want to sit in the shade somewhere better, man? That looked like a...
I want to knock on my neighbor's door to call my lawyer. To borrow your phone. Is that okay?
You're free to go. You can go anywhere you want, except the house or the car or the garage.
You're just temporarily not in your house.
Yeah, my lawyer said if they don't have any merits to get a warrant, that the warrant will be approved. So that's why I don't know how the warrant get approved when I never leave my house. And I even give them my phone to search when they first came. I literally give them my phone.
Again.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, a search warrant, though, when a search warrant is approved, it's approved by a judge.
So the detective deleted that took me back to join you guys to do everything?
Yes. Yeah, all those detectives go there. Obviously, they have an office, so all their stuff is in their office, paperwork and stuff like that. So.
I just want to know if they are impounding the car, or if you guys just want to check it and then I can drive it.
When I know, I will let you know. You want me to move a chair and I can set a chair somewhere?
It looked bad if I'm sitting in the front with the police around me. That's the reason why I sit here. And
our cars are unmarked.
Yeah, it's just us. Like that Camry is mine, the red Camry. So it doesn't look like a police car.
Okay.
I want you to be comfortable if you got to stay here to wait to figure out what's going on. So I would just hate if you left.
And then have them come
show
back.
Up 10 minutes and they're like, oh. And you're like, I'm like, I don't know where he went. He was hungry. So, I mean, if you can hang tight for a while, that you're going to probably
completely up to you, but
I'm not detaining you. You can.
Yeah, I
whenever
understand. But you do have a point. I understand.
Yeah, I just don't want you to miss out on valuable information if they come back 2 minutes later.
So, if they make the request, So when they make the request before the judge approves it, and the judge can make changes to what they request.
So the judge doesn't necessarily make a change. He would deny what they wrote, or say I don't like something, and talk to it. Like I said, if I said I want to steal this guy's shoes, and they said that.
And
there's reason to get the warrant, and that's why you're not allowed to go back inside. Okay.
Yeah, but I give them consent to do everything.
No, I know.
I understand that.
Like
I'm just trying to keep you updated. Okay. I don't know the time frame, so what I'm trying to tell you is if it was going to be 10 minutes, I don't know. If it was going to be an hour, I don't know. I just wanted you to understand that you don't have to stick around if you didn't want to. Okay.
I can't take anything.
You can't take anything from the house.
Can't take anything with you. Detectives are ready to talk to you about everything that's going on real fast, so if you want to come, I'll give you right back to the house real quick.
But there's Fox News over there.
I know, I'm going to drive you back in my car. It's a Camry, so...
We'll stay away from the news.
Yeah, we're not going to go by the news.
I don't want my face on the news.
I will do that so it does, okay? So stand up real quick.
We're just going to... Oh, are you arresting me or something?
No. Stand up.
Then why are you... You're going to be detained for a little bit.
You're being detained, but just for a second, okay? I got to put you in handcuffs just while we're driving.
Per policy, we're
just going to go talk to detectives for a little bit. Why are you detaining me?
Because you need to talk to detectives, and I need to transport you back. So my policy says every time someone's in my car, they will wear handcuffs. So that's why they're.
But there's a news over there.
They can come right back.
We're probably not going to take. We'll take you to another spot, so you're not by the news.
Okay.
We can talk. How did the news find out? We were wondering the same thing.
I just want to make sure there's no weapons on you. So some money. I'm just going to leave that right there for you.
My keys, my house.
Cloth. Cut up jeans, man.
Leave it there, and I'm gonna go tell the sergeant to come back and look at it.
You don't want me to bring it up?
No, just leave it where it was. Just stay here with it, and I'll be right back.
Shortly after this, during a search of the backyard, cadaver dogs found evidence of human remains.
10-4, sir. That's a big 10-4. Yep, I already called Sweeney. He's taking care of it.
Keep that. Keep that.
It's beautiful. Wiley's working on it. It's probably somebody from or something like that. You're fine. Wiley's working on it.
By Friday, June 28th, Ayoola Ajays was officially named as the accused killer of Mackenzie Leuck.
It's with heavy heart that I address you today. After an exhaustive week of investigation, we are filing charges of aggravated murder, aggravated kidnapping, obstruction of justice, and desecration of a body in the homicide of Mackenzie Leuck. The man charged with these horrific and tragic crimes is the person of interest, Ayoola Ajays Achaya. I will not be saying the killer's name again, but we'll go through what has transpired in the last 12 days. On June 20th, 2019, the Salt Lake City Police Department was notified of a missing person investigation for Mackenzie Leuck. Investigations confirmed that on June 17th, Mackenzie departed a plane at the Salt Lake City Airport at approximately 2 a.m. Mackenzie obtained a ride via transport services to the destination of Hatch Park, located in North Salt Lake City. Mackenzie was dropped off by the transport services at the Hatch Park, where another individual met with her. Mackenzie left the park with this individual at approximately 3 a.m. on June 17th. Investigations were conducted on Mackenzie's phone records, social media, and other communications, which showed that all communications ceased from Mackenzie at 3 a.m. on June 17th. Investigations into Mackenzie's phone showed that the communications and data ceased at the time of June 17th at approximately 3 a.m. Investigation of Mackenzie's phone records show that her last communication were with the arrested person. In an interview with him, he admitted to having text conversations with Mackenzie on June 16th at approximately 6 p.m., but nothing after that time. The arrested person's neighbors informed detectives that they observed him burning something in his backyard with the use of gasoline on the dates of June 17th and June 18th. The search warrant resulted in the findings of a fresh dig area on his property, which is the same area that the arrested person was reported burning something. A forensic excavation of the burn area was conducted, which resulted in the finding of several charred items that were consistent with personal items of Mackenzie Leuck. Other charred material was located, which has now been determined to be female human tissue.
After he was arrested, he told his attorneys where he had buried Leuck's remains, and on July 3rd, the burial site was found. In addition to being charged with Leuck's murder, Ajays was also charged with other offenses unrelated to Mackenzie, such as the kidnap and assault of another woman and the possession of child pornography. In Leuck's case, he was charged with aggravated murder and desecration of a body. He was given life in prison for the murder, 15 years consecutive for the sexual assault, and 5 years consecutive for the desecration of the body. Eerily enough, a contractor who happened to see the case on the news claims that Ajays tried to hire him to build a small, soundproof room under his porch. What creeped him out even more was that Ajays asked for metal hooks to be installed above head height, where he claimed he would hang wine racks. When asked why the room needed to be soundproof, Ajays told the contractor that he wanted to listen to loud music without disturbing anyone.
Just said that his girlfriend was coming into town and needed to get it done before she got there, because she was a Mormon girl. She didn't know he drank, so he wanted to hide her alcohol from her. And I was like, well, why do you need it to be soundproof? I told a lot of people that I thought something weird was going on over there, and it turns out there obviously was.
It probably isn't a leap to make the assumption that Ajays had more sinister plans for this secret, soundproof room.
16 months ago. For the Leuck family, there can be no justice served for what happened to Mackenzie.
I've waited a long time to confront my daughter's murder. I have no compassion for you, as you have no compassion for my daughter.
My life has been changed due to the selfish, premeditated decision
you made on June 17, 2019. Instead of planning my daughter's graduation party, I planned her memorial.
Mackenzie Leuck, known by her family and friends as a bright, nurturing, and caring individual, had her life cut drastically short by a psychotic killer who had hid behind an online profile, a man who she had chatted with on and off for nearly a year. All of Ajays' actions taken leading up to that evening depict a man who had planned on committing a murder. So while starting friendships and relationships online, even romantic ones, has become commonplace and is in some ways safer than in the past, you truly never know who you're really talking to online, or what their intentions really are.
Though the process is over, the memories and the scars for the Leuck family will always remain.
We are blessed and honored to have Mackenzie in our lives for the last 23 years. Her memories and her spirit will continue to live with us.